Good day, students. I am Dr. Maja, your lecturer for TPN3704. I hope that you are well and looking forward to complete this module. Your assignment 1 contributes 10% towards your final mark, and it is based on Africanization and Ubuntu. The due date for this assignment is the 21st of May 2021. There are URL links for this assignment. Make sure that you access these articles in order to complete this assignment. If you don't have these articles, it will be very much difficult for you to complete the assignment. If the links are not working, use the titles of the articles. Number 1, the question says, define the term school culture in your own words and substantiate your statements by the views of the authors from the links provided for this assignment. School culture encompasses different aspects that constitute the school. It might be the way the school functions, the school community attitudes and beliefs, the safety, the orderliness, the caring, and even the cultural diversity and any aspect prevailing at the school. Then, in your own words, explain the culture of the school's X from link 1. Read the case study carefully to explain the culture of that particular school. For example, there are some concepts like caters learners from average or below socioeconomic status. This is just to help you. Embraces all learners with different types of learning abilities. Concern about learner safety and well-being. Limited resources characterized by Christian ethos. Then, how can you practice the principles of Ubuntu during the teaching practice phase? You'll get the information in the link 4. The principles like, are you considerate? Are you caring? Are you understanding? Are you humble? Are you socially sensitive? These are the principles you need to show to your students or your learners during your teaching practice. There are factors relating to the physical and emotional safety of learners and staff in the school where you are placed. And this, you'll get the information that guides you in the link 2. For example, the staff. How is the code of conduct policy? How is the racism in that school? The tribalism? Is there any use of hate speech? These are just examples. About learners. How are learners treated? Is there any caring, fairness, respect, tolerance of differences? Example. Is there any security personnel, policy personnel or counselor who are really involved in this school? Describe the way the school you are placed at embraces and celebrates linguistic and cultural diversity. The link 2 will also assist in this case. Here, you need to tell me about the diverse languages in that particular school, how these languages are celebrated, different languages spoken at the school, how is the different cultural background? Are there any cultural activities which are celebrated? And then are there any days which are observed? Analyze and compare the educational resources and learners' learning opportunities of the previous schools where you had been teaching with those of the present schools. Remember that you have been doing level 1, 2, 3. Now you are in level 4, so you have gathered a lot of experience. Now you need to compare this educational resources. How is the library? How is the sports field compared to the previous schools that you were placed for teaching practice? Are learners given opportunities here? Maybe to select their sporting activities, participate in different competitions with this in this present school where you have been placed. Then you need here to read the information from the link 5 and explain and identify the contributions that can be made by the parents in their children's education. For example, are the parents teaching their children good manners? You can see that from the behavior of learners in that particular school. How is the uniform? Are the parents buying, uniform for their learners? Are the parents assisting the learners with the schoolwork? Are those parents attending the parental meetings? And then, how can parents be challenged in the involvement of their children's education? Is there any poverty in that section that you are teaching? Or maybe lack of literacy of parents? Or maybe job seeking? Maybe most of the parents have left homes and then going in big cities to look for jobs, and while the children are left alone at home. Then now, you need to use the observation sheet below to evaluate the orderliness of the classes you are currently teaching. Look at the classroom rules and then tell me something about that. How is the classroom cleanliness? The seating arrangement in the class? Are learners seated in groups or maybe in traditional way? How are disciplinary measures? And then, what is your overall judgment of the orderliness of the classes? Then, in this question, you need to discuss how you can use the interactive teaching strategies from the link 3 to teach your learners to develop their speaking skills. You choose any strategy from that link and explain it. For example, strategy 1, you will get 4 marks for it. Strategy 2, strategy 3, strategies 4, and strategy 5. Then assignment 2 information. Assignment 2 also contributes 10% towards your final mark. It focuses on the intermediate phase teaching in an African context. It is a multiple choice question. And then you need to use the mark reading sheet provided to you. Maybe you got it through the post. The due date of this assignment is the 4th of June. Then, in this assignment, you need to watch the video and answer questions 1 up to 7. I've provided you with a link for that video. Unfortunately, there is an error on question 1 and 6. Therefore, whatever question you choose, you will get a mark for it. All these 2 assignments, you need to use the Harvard style. UNISA uses the Harvard style for referencing. So I've given you an example of journal article on how to reference it. So you need to follow it. You need to follow that Harvard style. Thank you very much.